It is a day of mixed emotions for the Wave 3 family. Our senior reporter, a man who's been here for 36 years, is hanging up his hat, sort of.
In his tenure here, we estimate that Dave Nakdimen has covered some 12,000 news stories. But today begins a new era for the man we call Nak. Wave 3's assignment manager Steve York gives us a tour of Nak's storied career.
There was a big celebration the day Dave Nakdimen started his career at Wave TV on the 4th of July, 1961. He was 28 years young then, and most of his reporting was for Wave Radio. TV news was still in its infancy, but somehow they managed without benefit of focus groups and news consultants. Back then, visuals were snapshots taken with a Polaroid camera. Later, Dave shot his own film with a Bell & Howell 16mm wind-up camera. Pictures, but no sound. That came later.
Dave Nakdimen, Wave News.
It's amazing to think back on all the news that's happened in the past 36 years. The Berlin Wall was built shortly after Dave arrived at Wave, but nobody blamed him for that. Americans were just learning about a place called Vietnam. And there was a war of a different kind going on right here at home.
Free at last! Free at last! Thank God Almighty! We are free at last!
When Nak started working at Wave, nobody knew who Neil Armstrong was. 8 years later, the whole world witnessed history live on TV.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Back on Earth, Nak was busy reporting on Louisville's civil rights struggle and local reaction to the Vietnam War. When a series of deadly tornadoes ripped through Kentucky on the afternoon of April 3rd, 1974, Dave Nakdimen was among the first reporters on the scene in the Highlands.
Okay, we're ready now for a report from Dave Nakdimen on the damage in the Eastern Parkway area. Dave?
I think the best way to show what happened, Dale, is just to roll the film, to show the devastation that occurred on Eastern Parkway, just east of Bardstown Road, and also on Bardstown Road itself. The effect in the Eastern Parkway area, east of Bardstown Road, was devastating. Like, as I said earlier, a giant lawnmower, and I borrowed that phrase from Barry Burnson. I have to give him credit, because he was out there too, but it looked as if this lawnmower just rolled straight through the parkway and through Cherokee Park.
In the winter of 1978, he covered the blizzard that shut down the entire state.
So if you've left your car abandoned somewhere on one of the city's expressways, you better take care of it soon, or you may wind up like one of these vehicles behind me, a likely candidate for the city towing lot. Dave Nakdimen, Wave News Watch on the Waterston Expressway.
Throughout the years, his main interest was politics. He reported on countless local and state races and 7 national political conventions.
The vote proved two things, that as far as the Democrats are concerned, Kentucky is Carter country, and like E.F. Hutton, when Governor John Y. Brown Jr. speaks, people listen. Dave Nakdimen, News Watch 3 at the Democratic National Convention in New York City.
When's the last time Kentucky had this many Republican congressmen?
Not in my lifetime.
It's been a while.
You don't remember, and it actually happened before I was born, if you can believe it.
Nak is an old-fashioned journalist. Get the facts straight, write the story well, and keep your opinion to yourself. Oh well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Louisville installed its first parking meters in 1944. We've been feeding them coins ever since, and they've grown like weeds. Forget higher gas taxes, Bosnia, Somalia, Hillary, health care, and gays in the military. Dallas and Buffalo are getting ready to play Super Bowl XXVII.
How's that food, Senator?
Hey, that was a great meal. Now, if you don't mind, I think I'd like to have another martini and a piece of that good-looking chocolate torte cake.
Sorry, Senator, but that puts me over the $100 limit for you this session. How about another cup of coffee?
The coffee's okay, but I really had a hankering for the torte cake.
But, Senator, that runs your account up to $104.95. How about a nice jelly donut?
But I don't like jelly donuts.
Good cards, yeah. For $53 million, the panel says this old CSX property can become a 50,000-seat open-air, state-of-the-art stadium. 377. I don't know about that one. This also can be dangerous work. That's why we usually carry a gun. Under state law, we could be required to kill and bury a distempered horse, ass, or mule if so directed by fiscal court. We may not do much, but we do not much very well. Okay, for $500,000 off the dome of the Capitol Holding Tower, hit the top of the courthouse, down the roof of the Galleria, and one bounce off the trolley. Nothing but net. Nothing like the feel of a good shooting iron and squeezing off a few rounds.
But there's a flip side to commercializing a tragedy. The JFK conspiracy helps the economy. It should boost employment in the logging industry, paper companies, and book publishing, and get some lousy writers off welfare. That's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion.
That's my opinion. I'm Dave Nakdimen. Go ahead. Make my day.
You're a hell of a reporter, an honorable man, and a good friend. And that's our opinion.
Thank you, Steve, for that. Wow. What an amazing look back.
Oh, and he did everything very well.
And somebody mentioned he was such a great actor, he may have had a future in some other career other than journalism.
Time to do that now. And he'll be back with a lot more of those commentaries because we're going to pick up the Knacker reports again.
We are, and you'll only see them here on Wave. Thanks for watching tonight.
Good night.